Okay, well, it is another day on the live stream. Today we're going to be playing Stranger Things. Stranger Things is new for me. This game anyway. This particular one. So let's get into it today. What's up? Good morning. Little demo hiding back there. But yeah, what's up? Good morning. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. It's nice to be back with my enormous cup of coffee. What's up, Osopet? Everyone's day is planned to be not sucky. I'm gonna run a stream, go to work, and then we have a social committee, not to be confused with the socialist committee. The social committee, where we plan fun. And if it isn't like an obvious thing that I would bring to the equation today in the meeting, I'm gonna be proposing we have arcade night, not here, but at a local arcade industry or another one.
Targets to battle the Demogorgon.
If things get worse, you call me first.
Complete the bottom legs to light mystery.
Shiznit. I've moved some of my cameras on this rig and reconfigured a few things, but it's like an constant unfinished project. Like now this camera up here kind of blocks my chat. Ah, my goodness. Again?
Here, you can have that one back.
That I just love about Stranger Things Pinball. Right on my
Here, you can have that one back.
The skill shot is relatively easy. I should have just gone for the easy shot, started the mode, but whatever. move something so I can see the chat better. There we go. That's better. That's better. What's up? Busted Chops also. I thought it was Johnny Button in the chat because the name was hidden. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Or afternoon. Or good night. Wherever you are.
Ball save.
I know. That's a job.
Complete the bottom lanes to light mystery.
Mirror, 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 Baldwin. The funny thing is, the first time I sold this game, it was because I had like a series of crappy games on it. Like, it was just frustrating. I was never getting a good score. I was never getting onto my leaderboard again, like my high scores. So it can be mean. I have this set up at about medium right now. I'm gonna close up this right on outlane. You know, this is for entertainment purposes. Oh yeah, I forgot. So almost a bunch of the Stern games have updates. So behind me, Jurassic Park is updating right now. So the update is tiny. Hold on. At least Jurassic Park's update was small. I'm wondering what so Stern released like 36 updates, code updates. I'm wondering if there was some like kind of like OS update or like.
I'm sorry.
I read a couple of the readmes and it was. I didn't know how to interpret what actually was changed.
Hit the targets to light Demogorgon attack.
Nothing but net into the outlane. What's up, Rockhounds? Good morning. Welcome to the things I'm covering. What's up, Devin, as well? I'll be completely honest, Devin, on Facebook. Yeah, I also like an up the middle game. Question in the chat also, what's my opinion on virtual pinball? So in general, I think
turn my brains to mush.
I think virtual pinball is fun. I play when I travel a little bit sometimes, but Would you be talking specifically about
Try
like
that again.
virtual pinball on console or VPX? Like,
Demogorgon is lit.
and Dante, yeah, one thing I'll say about virtual pinball is it can be a lot of fun, especially because most normal individuals, it's quite a big barrier to have a physical pinball machine in your house. And I think pinball is fun to play at home. And if you can be, especially if you're a tinkerer and like you're on the computer, you can have some real fun. Yeah, so I just played some virtual pinball on Xbox, and it was lagging a little bit, like it wasn't really fast and smooth. So my recent experience on my old Xbox S or whatever it was, wasn't Xbox One S. It wasn't good, but when I've played virtual pinball with a PC, and I've got one of those Cleveland software like button boxes, it was quite a lot of fun. And I know there's also like tournaments that run on virtual pinball leagues. I know a lot of our viewers and friends play in those. So overall, I have like nothing against virtual pinball because I think it's good. It exposes players that aren't able to. We also have some friends of the channel that like, they can't physically always drive out of the house. So they play a lot of virtual pinball like at home. So I think it's good. It's good to keep people like flipping and learning rules. And then if they do get out, they, know how to play that one hard game they've never played before. And I am, so Osabet in the chat says they get triggered when someone calls a pin a table. I am the same way. But unfortunately, I have a few friends that do that. So I try to not be like, hey, man, don't do that. But yeah, it does kind of, because yeah, on virtual pinball, all of them are referred to as tables, like table files, obviously, and like table sets. But yeah, and so J Perbs in the chat also said, it's good for trying out machines that you might want to buy. So I was browsing for this is 2 years ago now, but I was looking for an EM, like an older machine. Anyways, I was looking for an older machine, and I had played some on my PC on the virtual pinball, and I had some. I'm like, oh, this is so good. And then I find out it's like the most rare title. Like it's unobtainable. I'm like, ah, crap. But I was able to play it at home. So, but I think one thing about virtual pinball is it allows people to explore so many things. Like some people can't do a hobby unless they experience the variety, and I'm that way. I need to be changing and doing more. So virtual pinball definitely allows you to do that for a relatively inexpensive barrier. So like, for example, if you watch Steam and you put all of the the Williams sets and that on your watch list, you can have like all of this content to play with from anywhere. So, but Doc Imaginary, welcome to the chat. Welcome others as well. There was a good question in the chat about thoughts on virtual pinball. Every once in a while, I think about doing a full-size virtual pinball cabinet, but I have too many irons in the fire. I've got to focus. One thing I am practicing is some self-awareness. I can't do all the things all the time well. So I would be more interested in building a homebrew machine than a virtual machine, because that's just how my mind works. I like physical things, but at the same time, I think a virtual pinball machine from like pinballcabinets.com would be fun to do. But so Doc Imagineer, you have a at games 4KP with 100 titles. So how does the flipper lag feel? Is it pretty good? And Jay Perbs in the chat also said they want to build one with build a virtual pinball cabinet with a 32-inch TV. So one thing, like I've been down this rabbit hole, I could go get it and show you guys, but one thing that is critical if you're doing like VPX, virtual pinball, and you get part of the community, it's critical that your monitor has like a high refresh rate, like a 4K 144 120. So I got I use it as my leaderboard right now, which is kind of like a huge like underutilization of the screen, but I used a monitor stand from Amazon and laid the monitor flat and just put it on my desk upstairs, and that was my virtual pinball machine. So I had all the games loaded on my PC, and I had this little Cleveland software like button box thing. It's about 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches. And I thought it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun, but I really started, I'll be honest, like one of the things that pissed me off the most was like technical. Every time I turned the PC on, all the screens would be scattered. And I know like veterans in the virtual pinball community are like, oh, you just have to set your butt. No, I worked at it for so long and it like stopped being fun. I'm like, you know what? I'm going downstairs. I'm going to play some, or I'm going to go on location and play some real machines. But I think too, Doc Imagineer, you're talking about flipper lag on some virtual pinball machines. I think also it's something you just kind of accept as being part of it. Like um I have played some machines that they feel pretty real, but some of the virtual pinball machines are, results vary, but yeah, I mean, that's a rabbit hole. I should go down it again. It's just I really enjoy doing this, like hopping in the chat, playing a little bit of pinball. I really also enjoy just like pinball content creation when I'm not playing, like planning the next video to film, planning the next blah blah blah. That's like something I really enjoy too. So. And yeah, J Perb's like, I'm with you. They said it's like it was a huge hassle and they lost the passion for it. That was the thing too. And like one little setting change with my particular setup would take me like a whole evening to fix. And I don't know. Time isn't money. Time is worth more than money, because if you can choose what you do with your time to do something that's more, you know, directly enjoyable, like I would always prefer to do that. Especially if you are a family individual and like time to do your hobby is like a bit of a trade-off. I know it is in not a negative way, but it is in my household. Like if I'm going to go live stream for 3 hours, I bet like I'm going to hear about it. Like I shouldn't stream so long. But a couple hours here, a couple hours there, sneak it in, do it when no one else needs me around, then it works. But that was the thing with virtual pinball. I'm like, I don't have time to fuck around. I just want to play. But so J Pairs, what do you play? What and like forgive my ignorance, but like what do you play VPX or virtual pinball on your phone? Like what's the app? I've never done it, I'll be honest. Jurassic Park is updated. Also get back playing some of this, but
Demodog targets for a Demodog attack.
I don't know if it's just my skill, but I feel like I'm never getting it in the Demodog's mouth. Does that make sense?
My stomach told you everything.
The physical ball lock actually locked a ball. Oh, and locked a second ball just like that.
Ball 2 locked.
I don't know if you guys can see that on any of the cameras.
Min Retro Gamer rated with 3 viewers.
What's up, Andrew and Retro Gamer?
Linked.
I know you do experiments on kids and turn their brains to mush.
My timing to hit the left ramp is not good. Raiders, mount up. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Thank you, Andrew, for the raid, my friend.
Mystery.
Shiznit.
Extra ball.
What's up, Rex? Also, welcome to the show. The thing. This today. We were chatting a little bit about one of the topics brought up today was virtual pinball, and one thing that's sometimes talked about, but with virtual pinball, one of the great things you can use it for is learning rule sets. Like if you're a competitive player.
Virtual 34 rated with 1 viewers.
I totally blew that mode. What's up, B-Whip and Brent as well? 3 balls dangling. So far, I've had little to no issues with my jump ramp. It ejects once in a while, but going on, I can pay attention there. I wanted to do, but
Super jackpot.
so when if all else fails, you sometimes just need to bail out and shoot the ball. Couldn't make it. There we go.
Extra ball.
That was strange. I think I hit the dude. Fail, fail.
Hey, things get worse. You call me first.
Don't. Bing, bing, bing. This game throws copyright warnings, by the way. It's just it.
Here, you can have that one back.
So do you guys think we are in an era where all of the old games are going to get remade? Like, is Champion Pub going to get remade? Is Safe Cracker going to get remade?
Extra ball is lit. Extra ball. Look out, you have company. Demodogs.
Demodogs.
Ball one.
Relocked a ball, even though I was not trying to whatsoever. Shiznit. Oh, fucking hell. I'm handsy when I don't need to be, and then anyways. I mean, I'm sort of like, I haven't decided my ultimate opinion on remakes yet, because I like the idea of going back to a simpler set of rules, and a lot of the ones they would remake from the 80s, 90s, even 70s would have a simpler set of rules. I think my personal ability in my mid-40s, the ability to learn and master some of the complex rule sets in modern games, I think that's why I somewhat gravitate to ones like this. This was my first love in modern pinball, where it's super obvious what frickin' modes you gotta do. It's like big center bash toy. B-Whip kind of. One of the machines just updated. Foo Fighters got an update. There's 32 updates or something. They probably like found a bug or something. Shit.
Ball save.
The only shot that wasn't lit, that's the one I hit. It's kind of noisy and annoying.
Extra ball.
Heck yeah. That's a mode. Womp womp womp. Good bonus. Nice to multiply.
Play 3 modes to light extra ball. Here, you can have that one back.
A fucking straight down the middle. So in other news, Stern released a batch rollout of like 32 code updates, and so far Foo Fighters did an update. Jurassic Park, James Bond, and all
Sanity
of them.
Check 5 subscribed to the channel for 1 month.
And all of them are like 20 megs or 5 megs, like very small. Oh wait, sorry, 5,000 megabytes, like 5 gigs. Actually, that's not small necessarily. And what's up? Thank you for the sub, the resub, Sanity Check. Really appreciate the sub with your Amazon Prime, my friend. I'm gonna turn on. I didn't want to turn all the games on at once and have them all do a code update at once and like have it kill the live stream. So, but yeah, when I go to work after this, I'm gonna turn on the last couple of games to update when I'm out. And yeah, thank you so much for the resub, the sub. I appreciate it. Sanity check. Goodness. right out lane.
Let's try that again.
Joy's buyers.
Boy his age, he's probably just playing hooky.
Oh, come on.
Mystery is lit.
Mirror, mirror, mirror.
Enter your initials.
High score number 1. I'll take that. That's a good game. A good game. Good enough. Good enough for the girls I go with, says my late father-in-law.
That's pretty cool.
Play again.
Godzilla's doing an update. So 5,000 megabytes, that's like 5 gigs. Yeah, Rex, I know. I was like, I looked through some of the readmes for the code updates and I'm like, I was hoping to see like some modes added and stuff. But talking about code letdown, so Retro Ralph Ralph was playing a Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice had an update, and a new mode. I'm like, oh sweet! I went home, I updated Beetlejuice, and I already had the update. I'd already done it. I was like, pick. So my excitement was like a balloon being let out. I'm like, oh sweet! I just hadn't got into the mode that is the new mode, or I had, and it was like forgettable. I don't know. Beetlejuice for me, I'll tell you something. Beetlejuice is a gorgeous game. It looks, sounds awesome. I love the toys. I love the powder coating. I love the graphics. I love so much about Beetlejuice. It just plays a little bit different than most other machines. I don't know. I haven't put my finger on it. I still have a lot of fun playing it. It seems a little tight in the center area, but not giving like negative feedback. I'm just saying like it's fun to play, but it's not like exciting pinball. Do you know what I mean? Is that like I don't mean it to be like a negative take. It's a good game, and it is currently, I would say, my wife's favorite game in the room and my daughter's second favorite, which she's a Galactic Tank Force lifer, but. Yeah, Rex, you hit the nail on the head. You know, it is kind of spooky. Spooky's different. Do we need it all? I don't want it to all be the same. I do not. I want pinball to be different. I do. And I think they've been tweaking the sound callouts. They're timed better. I haven't really heard new ones, but it was really cool to see like early feedback with Beetlejuice was the registrar announcements. Like the registrar was, I think the community thought it didn't sound like what they thought it should sound like. It didn't sound like it can. I was like, I felt it was kind of annoying, but I didn't. So at Spooky, they went and they got all new voice actors or new recordings. And so now there's like 4 or 5 different voices and they're well timed. They tell you what to do. That was awesome. So they like took the community feedback, the thing that kind of was maybe annoying to some, and they fixed it. And it's surprising. So Katovich, so is the new service menu in the old games? Was that part of the update? because that is huge. I can't stand going back. I mean, hold on a sec. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is one of the huge things. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm going to see if I can so there we have the new menu in Jurassic Park. So Jurassic Park obviously had, so here's another game over here. That one's updating. We got one hiding over there that I can't really show. It's hidden behind things, but there we go. We got another one updating over there. So Foo Fighters and Godzilla are updating. Oh, Dr. No behind me is updating too. Cool. Okay, so I need to, I saw that there was a Code Mageddon or whatever they called it. But it's bringing new menus. Like that is big. So John, didn't Venom get the new menu with the update? Oh, okay. So Johnny Button, you did your update and it did not come with a new menu. That's interesting. Well, you know, I'm all for continuous improvement, even if it's incremental or differently applied. I'll be honest. In my line of work, any type of continuous improvement is appreciated. But all right, Rockhound, see you later, my friend. So Elvira House of Horrors did not get the new menu. Oh, interesting. This is all interesting. I mentioned before Rex on live stream, like I'm pretty sure my Jurassic Park was like made on a Friday. It has like the ball guides are they all need adjustment. I need like a couple hours of moving all the metal that's not in the right spot. That's also an excuse for my poor shot quality. And like my shooter,
Demogorgon targets for a Demogorgon attack.
my shooter rod,
Ball save.
like doesn't shoot the ball properly in Jurassic Park. Yeah, Rex, I wish that was, is that a thing? Because I would like to have like Eden come and tweak my machine at somebody other than me's cost. I'll be honest, Rex, I'm going to look into that because I also wouldn't mind having someone else install my fix on my Fall of the Empire. I will never do it. I will do it maybe one day, but stuff I'd rather do. I have had excellent warranty service, but like poorly set up game from the get-go. I've never really asked, to be honest. And like, I hate for them to be like, no, the shots are fine, you just can't hit them. You just have to get good. My ego couldn't handle that. have troubles focusing and playing this game for score. I just have so much fun defending down here. Work stuff, you know. I should stop trying to hit the left ramp on the
Let's try
fly.
that again.
Why do I not learn lessons?
What are kids doing with all this?
Unpopular opinion, this game should have 2 spinners. Maybe that is a popular opinion, I don't know. Do people ever add? Is there like a mod? There must be a mod for this. Do people ever add spinners and like put them in parallel to other spinners? Like someone must have done that. Just it. No match. So I've had this Stranger Things premium for about a week. Maybe I played 20 games on it. One thing I don't love is because they've got the, well, you guys can see it under the chat on the horizontal stream, but the video that goes on the projector, some of those used to be on the main screen and I kind of like missed them. Like it, but I guess they couldn't just have both on both, but maybe if I'm playing in a darker room, it would be more visible, but like when I live stream, I got a bit of light on the field. I don't know. Not really a complaint, but it sure sounds like a complaint, doesn't it? I like how I preface things like that sometimes, like, don't mean to complain, and then I complain. Also, I meant to say Happy Canada Day for anyone who watches the stream who is from or in Canada. I spent my Canada Day in Washington State. What's up, Daniel on YouTube? Yeah. So for me, I think of it like this. So pinball machines are like cars. A lot of people really like classic cars, classic sports cars, You know, your fastbacks and your muscle cars and your gas guzzlers and your carburetors and that smell of fuel when you're driving behind them. I sort of like compare what has pinball's morphed into. It's almost like a modern Mustang or a modern, you know, Chevy, Camaro. Both have their place. Like a couple of years ago, I had a 1965 Thunderbird, and the Thunderbird was great until the brakes failed. Now I have a new Mustang. So I kind of can see I can appreciate the awesomeness of games from the 70s and 80s too. And 90s, particularly the 90s. But for me also, I really, really like modern pinball, partly too because in my pinball journey, like what I do with pinball stuff, I like to share it with the world. I like to play on live stream. So having the LCD back box that the viewers can see is cool. That's part of it, but also one of the games I play the most is Terminator 2 from 1994 or 3. But oh, something scared the shit out of me. I don't know which game that was, but one of the games. Oh, Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters made that.
Hit the targets to light Demogorgon attack.
Osmo is our newest follower.
Here, you can have
Welcome to
that
the
one
Grownup
back.
Adjacent
What's
community.
up? Thank you for the new
Osmo.
follow. Please hold. Okay, we're back. I'm actually going to make a setting change. Please hold. What I like is like how YouTube moves its settings around pretty much every week. Just, you know, just to keep it fun. We're just gonna fucking hide all the settings. Alright.
Let's try that again.
Oh yeah. Thank you, the slings.
Ball save.
I know, D-Spot. What's up? Welcome. Thank you for the new follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Brock. That's the thing. You can have like a 200 million game and then a 23 million game. Also, any viewers that are watching on a vertical platform, if you're watching on a horizontal platform on either Twitch or YouTube, I've got both the projector and the main screen on the screen. So if you watch on Twitch, follow on Twitch, all good things. You can see more of the game. Reject! Oh. Fucking reject. Reject from the... So the physical ball lock did not grab the balls effectively. Bail out. No!
Let's try that again.
Let's try that again.
Complete the bottom lanes, the light mystery.
Again with the rejects. Ugly face. Insert ugly face here. Man. I gotta hop on Pinside. Figure out why the hell my telekinesis is not always grabbing the ball. I know there are some tweaks and fixes, like possibly making a minor relocation of the magnet at the back there. What's up, MK Crow? Welcome to the chat. Stranger Things is treating, I mean, I enjoy it, but it's not being super easy on me. I do love this game, like, I'll be honest. I talked about it for a long time until I finally rebought it. Okay, the ball lock worked.
They multiply by 5.
I really like the sound design in this one. And obviously the video assets they got, but...
Demogorgon is lit.
This is one of those machines that... This is also one of those machines that the code is very mature. heard that they weren't going to be vaulting it. They were just stopping making it. I feel like I heard Zach Many say that, but I don't know. Womp, womp. Resting my feet. So has anybody got their flipper fingers on a Sonic yet? Has anyone got out there and played Sonic? Another game updated. Godzilla's updating, but I know there's a Sonic at the... So, Rex, the one in San Diego, which arcade is it at? Brewski's. The one thing too, I think it's like, it's one that I can't tell like the scale of the upper playfield really until I go and play it and see it in person. Like videos, sometimes like you can't always tell how big things are or how effective they are or how they affect the ball until you play it. Like for me, Galactic Tank Force, like the tank is pretty close. And for example, the center bash toy in Galactic Tank Force is like here. Whereas you give it 8 more inches, it totally changes the game. But yeah, I'm thinking I might drive down to, I'm going to be in Seattle. I'm going to a Mariners baseball game on Sunday. I might go early and try to get into the Seattle Pinball Museum and get some video. But yeah, the thing is, I really do like how Jersey Jack, their approach, getting their display models out there for people to play and try and like fix bugs before they start to, you know, make everyone else's games. It's kind of a good program. Maybe some other, you know, manufacturers do that and we just don't know about it, but how Jersey Jack does it seems pretty like widespread. Like I know when Harry Potter came out, the first games I played were at Seattle Pinball Museum, Blue Scoop Creamery. One of them I think was at Entarium in Chicago, and they were all the display models, like display sample, not model, sample. It's like they push them out to a network of trusted distributors or locations that can give them like objective feedback to fix things. So I feel like Barrels of Fun is starting to do that too. I feel like they've started to do that with Winchester, because it got on some locations right away. And then there was like a lull where they were making Dune. I would love to hear what the production tempo and schedule is actually like at Barrels of Fun. Like, are they still making all the Dunes they sold at that last minute? I feel like they are. I saw that on my feed this morning, Kaneda was invited to Automated to see Sonic. Oof. All right, let's play some more pinball. Play some more pinball and I'll go to work and be productive. Documented here. It's possible. Part of me wonders, I mean,
Ball save. Hit the target for light Demogorgon attack.
come on, man. That was sloppy. You know, it's because there's a wire under my feet, I swear. There's my excuse. My excuse.
Let's try that again.
Hey, things get worse, so call me first.
Bust out.
Call me. We don't take risks. You're stupid. I'm gonna find you.
Demogorgon attack is lit.
Erg. 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 Documented here. I don't know. Does he beg people? I think people are free to. That's funny though. MK quote, I don't know either. Did I get it? Did it no.
Ball save.
Too many things happening at once. Four modes. CG swing, what's up? Yeah, the upside down is gorgeous. So when you install the UV light kit for it, it actually does, it replaces all the plastics as well. So they actually have UV paint in them as well. It's kind of smart they do that because I have seen some aftermarket UV kits, and they just wouldn't have the UV paint on the plastic, so it's not like as good of an experience. I mean, good for them, but smart for them. Oh, reject off that ramp. Isn't it? It's true. It's true, Dr. Benjamin. Yo, Ma. What's up? I just truly don't feel like nudging too hard today. That's what. I did the my fence gate was broken at my little like vacation trailer in Washington, and man, I had to fix it in like the jankiest way. I'm so not proud of it because like I didn't have the proper size deck screws, so I was reusing rusty nails to do a repair. It's fixed, it works, but man. My wife's like, do you want me to Amazon some screws? I'm like, no! I should have just got her to Amazon the screw. I was like literally straightening rusty nails. Something else too, like I had my daughter and our friend's kid like helping me fix this fence gate, and there was hammers and nails. I'm like, hey, you guys want to help? They're like, yeah. It was like they had never had so much fun pulling nails out. I'm like, man, I used to like help my grandpa. We used to like recycle nails. Like he'd pull them out of stuff and I would hammer them flat on the floor. And if I made the nails reusable again, my treat was I was able to hammer some into the floor. So I was allowed to hammer nails right through the carpet. And my grandpa would sit on the chair and he'd probably be smoking a cigarette. He just loved seeing me like have so much fun with nails. And I would do it for hours. I had like a 24-inch piece of like 5/8 or 3/4 inch plywood, and I would just straighten the nails by hammering them, and then I was allowed to nail that piece of wood into the floor. But as I got older and I got better at it, my grandpa's like one day I hammered it with like 10 nails on all the corners and he could not get it out of off the floor. But then there was boundaries. There was boundaries created, rules.
Joyce Byers.
Wall save.
Totally, CG's thing. Both grandparents smoked while driving. And yet still, I call it a better time. should move that damn post. Dustin echoes, I haven't made the I haven't gone through the change. I haven't done the transition to the video assets in this game. It's like a bit of a goofy thing there. Like the ramp stays down.
Ball save.
So I have a funny story to tell. So CG Spring says, nothing better than rolling around to the back of Grandpa's camper van hitting the walls. So when I was growing up, my grandpa had a like Econoline van, and we were always working on a project. And so we went one time to pick up lumber in the back of the van, and the back door was open, yet somehow he didn't have the straps. So there was a couple 2x4s hanging out the back, like 16 footers or something. Anyways, my task was to, with the back door open, hold the wood in place. It was a different time. So like no risk of like me falling out the back door of the van. Or like, no, it was a different time. For sure.
Demogorgon attack. Win. Ball save.
Come on now. The mode has the upper hand. Johnny Button, what about the warning label on the mattress, though? Can we remove the warning label on the mattress? That is the thing. Are we permitted to do that? You know what? Talking about warning labels, but something that is completely unregulated is like the health influencers these days. Like I work in the nutrition industry and know about products, and man, these guys come on there and they're like, yeah, if you drink this much apple cider vinegar while taking these totally obscure supplements that are for horses, you know, how do they like get away with that shit? Does no one sue them? There's no disclaimers, no warnings, but this like, you know, Danny Masterson looking guy that's always on my feed talking about the most like unhealthy shit, but he calls it healthy. 10% of the time I learn something watching this guy, but man, they need warning labels on these like health industry influencers. I forget one thing I was watching yesterday or the day before, and I'm like, this is freaking reckless what this guy's saying. Yeah, and that's the thing, CG Swing. None of them have a nutrition degree or anything. They don't. They're just guy that went to the gym once, and now he sells Amazon links to creatine and collagen powder. No, that's right.
Complete the targets to light Demogorgon. Here, you can have
You ever feel like you're just along for the ride playing a game? I like the first upside down mode. It's pretty easy.
Demogorgon is lit.
That is correct. Document Engineer is right that Winona Ryder is in fact featured in 2 awesome pinball machines, Stranger Things and Beetlejuice. In fact, okay, they should have put her in the same spot. So on this one, Winona Ryder's face is here. On Beetlejuice, she's featured on the apron when she was like 15 years old too, by the way. What's up, Tiddy? Yes, so I feel like I'm like a lot of us pinball people that have the ambition and poor judgment to think they can pull off a homebrew at home. I'm thinking of doing it. I'm still thinking of doing it. I think I might do a bit of like a walkthrough or live stream of me deciding or not deciding to do it. Like I was going to be doing like some research on the laptop and go to like Fast Pinball and a few other places and just like walk through my process and create a video from it. I was thinking of doing that, but
Extra ball.
I appreciate that CG Swing for the volunteer help. I have to go and buy a component that makes me committed to the project, like maybe the cabinet from Barrels of Fun or something. I'm gonna get past that first. One thing I like that's different about
Doc_Imagineer subscribed to the channel for 9 months.
What's up, Documenteer? Thank you for the resub, my friend. No more ads for you. Appreciate it.
Supernoid is our newest follower. Welcome to the Grownup Adjacent community.
Awesome, I
Super
appreciate it.
normal.
Thank you for the new follow, my friend. I really appreciate it. Super normal. It's That was weird, by the way. The jump ramp was stuck down. I knew we'd get you back, Doc Imagineer. I could see the symbol wasn't by your name for a while. I'm like, it's good. All right, the ball lock works sometimes. Well, that's the thing, Titty, talking about the time commitment to... Sorry. Ball search was required. The time committed to pulling off a good homebrew, you have to have that time in your schedule. You have to budget for it. For me, I'm like... I just don't know if I have that time in my frenzy that I create. I like this mode. One thing I do like about this ball lock mode is when it drops the balls, they just come rocketing at you. I really like that. It's kind of like Fall of the Empire. Whereas it's more of a virtual lock with the Pro model. I like it when physical ball locks just puke 3 balls at you, like bleh. Like Rudy on Funhouse.
Mystery is lit.
I didn't notice this until just now, but the words jackpot on the right ramp are there because I haven't hit that one yet, but when I hit the other one, it went away.
Jackpot. Mystery award.
When I get more time on this game, I swear, I'm gonna get good. I'm not there yet. So, I have seen the Yukon Yeti Avalanche multiball. I saw it at Texas Pinball Festival. I didn't trigger it, but I've seen it.
Extra ball.
Yeah, sanity check. I have a James Bond pinball pro model, and that's one thing I don't have is the physical ball lock, which
He's trying to talk to me.
I have not got it in the Demogorgon's mouth as often as I used to. But I can't tell. So I use the bomb.
Enter your initials.
High score number 2. We're getting there. We're filling the scoreboard up.
Man, that's pretty cool.
So for those of you just joining us, or that have not heard my kind of backstory with Stranger Things. So Stranger Things was my first pinball machine to buy. I bought a pro model a couple years ago from Nitro Pinball and loved it. I put 1,500 games on it, and it was a family favorite. And for whatever reason, well, I mean, it was a financial reason, I sold it. And but anyways, recently got the premium version. So for me, this like current journey I'm going through playing this is like, it's like short-term nostalgia. Like the sounds and the feel and the shots, they're like 2 years ago nostalgia, which is kind of rare. I mean, at my age, I'll take any type of nostalgia, but usually like, oh man, it reminds me of when I was 12. No, it's like, oh man, this reminds me of when I was 42 or something, you know? Anyways. So it's funny, like the sound, that's why like lately I've been like, man, I love the sound design. I love the modes. I love the graphics because they're what I remember from playing Stranger Things a couple of years ago. And Joe, yeah, this one, the only mod that I've done so far,
Complete the bottom lanes, the light mystery.
my daughter and I put in the UV light kit, and which I think is like an essential mod for this game. So it has the metal UV light bars that go in, and then like a node board or extender kind of thing that goes under the playfield, and then you just enable it in the menu. And Supernoid, to answer your question, so the difference in the premium version, doesn't come with art blades. It doesn't come with better speakers, but it does come with the projector. So that is a visual thing, so you can see stuff projected on the lanes and the drop targets. It's like a cool feature. Also, there's a physical ball lock with magnets called the telekinesis ball lock at the back. So it has that, which is cool. I think it's cool. But the main difference is, and other features, like it has a metal apron or a peekaboo through the apron where you can see an image, and you know. Not a ton of stuff is different. Obviously, it has a different art package. Premiums and pros always have a different art package, but which usually, I don't know, people don't always care about.
Down the drop target. Battle the Demogorgon.
When there's nothing else to talk about, people talk about the art package being different and I don't know. Oh, also the Demogorgon shakes. So in the premium version, the Demogorgon shakes, which maybe is why it's harder to get it in the Demogorgon's mouth. And Supernoid, I can attest the projector is definitely worth it. So you can see the image needs a tiny calibration, but those light up. The spinner has a projection on it. Obviously the big projector in the middle, but also these lanes and banners over here, they light up. All those white things light up. So I think that's cool. But also at the back corner, there's a physical ball lock where the balls hang from the back wall. So there's that, which is, I think it's worth it in this particular game. But the Demogorgon shaking is pretty cool, I think. It's not mandatory, but it goes like... Here, it'll start to do it. So, I don't know. That's cool. I like it. All right, give me the ball to shoot at you, buddy. I have not been having great luck in throating the ball into the Demogorgon's mouth. I gotta do a switch test too. Like the ramp didn't go back up then. Like, well, Joseph in the chat said there's a, I think you were saying there's a premium nearby. You want to get a picture of the manufacture date for your premium because some of the early ones, the jump ramp for the physical ball lock, it just flat out didn't work reliably. So they redesigned it. And it's much better now. I mean, this one still rejects once in a while, but I think mine even needs adjustment, to be honest. It's not perfect, but yeah, the projector on the left. Oh, we're still at this camera view. Sorry, guys. My bad. I think the projector was possibly replaced too. This one, like, I don't think you can adjust the focus. I think it does self-focusing.
Here, you can have that one back. Left outlane ball save.
Every time it says left out lane ball save is lit, I'm like, always hear the word ball sack. Left out lane ball sack. I don't know.
They should lead us to the gate.
So Joe, if the cabinet that you're looking at is 3 months old, or was it new in box 3 months ago, or is it verified that it was made recently? Because I know Stranger Things, there was a lot of them sitting in the warehouses. So they may be new in box, but it could have been made like in 2023 when the game came out, or earlier. No, it's a 2019 game. I have a place I look, but you just want to make sure it's not the first gen. Even still, it's not bad. It's just not as good. So Supernoid, the UV light kit activates a few different times. When you get into the upside down mode, the UV light kit activates, but another time it kind of flashes when you're fighting the Demogorgon too. So it adds like a bit of like almost like a lightning effect, which is rad. It's cool. I like it. So it's not just the upside down mode. It's integrated into other modes and things, like when you hit the Demogorgon, it goes like or something. But the other thing, talking about like, this is a great time to go shopping and negotiating for used pinball. Like I've been watching kind of the markets and such. Yeah, this one is manufactured end of 2024 also, Joe. Or Joe's. Now is like a great time to go out pinball shopping for used games as well, because the prices are stuff selling for. It's a buyer's market right now in pinball because there's so much excitement and hype and the FOMO that's disrupted the whole pinball, hobby and industry and scene. That right now there's some deals to be had if you're a good negotiator and a good hunter for, on your local. The thing about Marketplace that's kind of a good reason to shop for pinball on Marketplace is sometimes the buyers are just regular people that have one machine and they just want to get it gone. Pinside, if someone's listing it on Pinside, they've got some experience, they might know the price better, but I've seen some game, like there's a game right now that's listed for $6,000, and in my opinion it's worth $9,000. So I don't know, now's a good time to be out shopping. Games are sitting longer, which means no one's buying them, which means you can negotiate. You might be CG Swing, it might be that one. You might have seen the same one. I was like, something must be wrong with that game. Yeah, there is a Godzilla 70th local to me, and that's another example too. They dropped their price $1,000 in like 3 days or 4 days. That led me to believe like that's a motivated seller. Like they just want that game gone. They want to cash out. They probably have a Transformers or some other game inbound that they have to pay for. So that's why it's good. Like if you're in any hobby, keep your eye on the listings. It's kind of like a finger on the pulse of the local industry. But it is nearby. I mean, maybe we could do some sort of trade. I should go look at it. It has low game count too. I think it was, I don't know. You can probably see it if you open up your, I think it was in, I forget where it was, but. Oh man, Document Engineer, you got to open that bad boy up. Godzilla 70, it's new in box. Dang. Yeah, so I don't know how, I would not be able to comment with any type of intelligence on Euros or UK or like how rare games are over there because of importing, and so I don't really have any really intelligence on the UK or Euro market for pinball. But if it's a game and a theme you like, give it some thought. I mean, you don't want to miss out. I don't know how often used. Oh yeah, like I said, I don't know anything much about the European market for pinball.
I'm sorry, did I stutter? I told you everything.
I'm looking at the clock. I'm overdue to head to work, but I'm enjoying the chat.
Complete the bottom legs, the light mist.
I always take that shot, and I shouldn't. Let the mode end.
Maybe the experiments on kids and turn their brains to mush. All one
Physical ball walk actually worked. Shiznit. Flipper too quickly. Joe, that's a good point. I mean, I gotta get some time on Champion Pub when I see it around next. I don't have one around me.
Here, you can have that one back.
One thing that's different about the premium also is right now you can strip a ball.
History is lit.
So you can dump one of your locked balls. I don't think you can do that in the Pro.
Mystery award.
I don't think you can strip balls in the Pro.
What the hell?
Exactly.
Play again.
Play again. Yeah, so I'm just looking over at another machine here, and they're like, they still do ads for Stranger Things, but I heard they're not making it anymore. Does anyone have intel on that? Oof. Should feed back a little bit less. Yeah, documentary. I read, for some reason, I heard with Stranger Things that they weren't going to vault it. They were just going to stop making it. I think it, and again, I thought it was Zach Meny who said it. So but it could have meant, maybe they meant vaulted, but I also believe Stranger Things will one day be rebooted, or there will be a spin-off. Maybe they're going to have a version that's the spin-off, but I kind of think it does its own thing here. Like, it has the projector, it has the big center bash toy that's like approachable to novice people. That's probably why I like it, I'll be honest. I am who I am. Yeah, D&D Documenteer. I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting for I envision there's like a big code update coming, because I feel like I'm still wanting more from the story or the gameplay. Like, I'm still wanting more from Dungeons and Dragons. It has good sound design, good call outs. It's like pretty fun to play. But it's not like a massively loved game. I think the dragon shooting the balls and starting the like 8-ball multi-ball is a moment in itself that is pretty awesome. I mentioned it Dungeons on the stream before when I was at Seattle Pinball Museum, and a guy like our age, you know, I don't know how old you guys are, but mid-30s to mid-40s kind of dude. He experienced Dragon Multiball, and it was the moment that game exists for. It was, you know, he was having fun. So, I mean, if a game has fun moments, I don't know. For me, Dungeons and Dragons is, I still enjoy playing it, but I don't look forward to playing it like every day. like this game, I'll be honest, like I'm like stoked to come and play the Stranger Things. I don't know, with other selections available. This one I enjoy playing. Something about it. It's that like short-term nostalgia burst as well that I talked about. It's one of those things too. But so yeah, in the next couple days, I may try to go to the Seattle Pinball Museum and get some time on Sonic. They have a display copy of Sonic, so I might like to get over there and play it so I can report back to you. You know, it's hard for me to go and live stream at places like that are busy and loud, but you know, I can do some, you know, take some video and report back to you guys. But I do know, like, man, at least 20 copies of Sonic must have been shipped out because it is at some of their locations where they, you know, have done display samples in the past. But solid principles, no worries. I mean, my morning streams are going to be pretty consistent. I do have a lot of travel down to my place in the States, in Washington. But I do plan on doing some streaming just from my patio down there. Like if I'm doing research or a project or just want to chat, I will be streaming down there too. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that, Documengineer. Do a promotion where you buy one, get one. A BOGO. Can you imagine a BOGO at Stern or any of the manufacturers? Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one for 10% off. That was one thing I kind of learned early on in this whole pinball thing is there's not really any discounts. There's some restrictions around discounts or the markup or something. It's just there's no one giving away pinball machines or parts really. But whereas to be on the flip side of things, like in RC racing, that's the model. Like in RC racing, as you get better and as you have social media presence at all, any amount, you can get like 50% off tires, cars, everything. That's not really a thing in what we do here in pinball. But so yeah, CG Swing, the water slides are closed down due to, there was an incident a couple of years ago and it was like Tiger King. They never financially recovered. So there's water slides in Washington, right where, you know, near where I have a place. And a couple of years ago, like someone was going down the slide and like had an injury, basically like a gross leg cutting injury. And so they were shut down for the rest of the summer. And so they painted everything. They repainted and refiberglass, clear coat, gel coated all the slides, spent tons of money, but I just think no one went back. They're like, no. But yeah. But the other water slide that's been in the news also at Cultus Lake near us, that where my daughter's best friend was there that day when like 9 kids were electrocuted and like all of them had to go to the hospital in helicopters. And that was like a mass casualty incident recently. Yeah, I figured it. I like how they're like, oh yeah, we're going to be open in 48 hours. I'm like, you sure about that? You sure about that? I don't know if that place, I mean, is it? I don't think it's open. Yeah. I mean, you know how fiberglass degrades and like how would the inspection, how would inspections, would you send someone down the slide with like
thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
How would you inspect? I don't know. Anyways, I get off on tangents sometimes, but I wanted to sit down and chat. I always like to chat at the end. But some of my streams this summer, or summer where I am anyway, I'm going to do some like just chatting or when I'm doing editing and that. Kind of like Los does. Laser Los. He just like hops on and chats. But as long as I'm doing something mildly interesting or have some take on something. Because I won't be in this games room every day of the summer. But my wife is spending like the entire month of July in the US, and like I don't remember us really talking about this. I'm like, so you're telling me I have to like drive down to like see my family? I'm like, who's making dinner? Where's dinner coming from? That's what I want to know. Anyways, basket weaving chat. Well, you know what? If it gets those subs, I'm just kidding. I'll always have something interesting or I won't go live. But yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up today, and but yeah, I look forward to our next stream. I'm gonna be back in Washington for the 4th of July celebrating. I'm gonna try to go live from the fireworks celebration in Blaine, Washington, because it is effing crazy. I posted last year pictures. I'm looking forward to it this year. It's insane. It's insane. It's like an out of control public fireworks show on the beach where everyone is. It's crazy, but oh, sweet Joe, you're gonna go take a look at the Stranger Things? Yeah, go take a look. You know, money talks too. You know, if you're looking for something, and it's always okay to offer 10 to 15% under asking. That is the standard. We do, but we just go down and fire them off in the States. But yeah, I'm going to head to work. I'm a little bit late, but I was having fun in the chat today, and I drove all the way home from Washington just to have a live stream with you guys today. And I had to go to work, but I do truly, when I'm out of town, I truly miss playing pinball on live stream and the chat that follows. But like this one. I'm going to check on and see if anyone else we like is online and needs a raid on Twitch. And also, if you're watching on a vertical platform or somewhere that isn't Twitch, our community is growing on Twitch and the chat is good. It's a good vibe. If you're not watching on Twitch, come watch on Twitch. We're going to support Andrew, buddy Andrew. Good dude, good friend. Head over there if you guys want on Twitch. Going to raid out. But yeah, love you guys. We'll see you later. Be sure to join the Facebook group and the Facebook page for Grownup Adjacent. They're both awesome. They are both awesome.
Uh-oh. That was kind of a waste of a multi-ball.
But I will catch you guys later. Thanks again.
Whew. Okay. What's up, Doc? Oh, we got a raid from Grownup Adjacent. Hey, I raided you earlier today. What's up? We have chat. Doc Imagineer. The Gap Army. I don't know what you mean, but okay. Yeah, we got multi-chat now. I finally figured it out after like, I don't know, year and a half of streaming. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome to Lunch Break Pinball. noon to 1 Central Standard Time.
Flashing lights and a silver ball. The room's alive. We've got it all. Till the game, but don't you fall. Bells are ringing, scores climbing high. Spin the wheel, let's touch the sky. Hey, hey, hey. Pinball dreams, yeah, they're calling me. Flippers snapping endlessly. Grown up adjacent, we're free to be lost in pinball dreams. Arcade glow and the chatter flows. Who's the champ? Nobody knows.